Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey.
We are just inside field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. First down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On third down, that's Young. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, 48. We're going to 54, 48. Let's go, let's finish now.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, 48.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Check 43. Hey, 47. We're going 47, 47. We're going to 54, 48. There you go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Good. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Here we go, 48. Here we go, 46, 46. Go, 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 get out there, get out there. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, 47. Get out. 41's the whip. Switch is 8. Gun. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
If a post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Well, now they'll try the end around. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. How about that? Their quarterback, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Call it a 3-yard gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Good. Here we go. All right, hey. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 46.
To the air again, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
An exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Hopkins with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
To the right. There goes 46. 26.
Prescott on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 48. Here you go. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here you go. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
There we go, kill. Gun. Here we go, 46.
On 2nd down, Prescott again, escaping the pressure right. Sanders has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the left here to Reed. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 49 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Redskins D leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Get out. Here we go, 46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Weber. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Swing to the right. To the right. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42. They can't tackle it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll throw again. Prescott over the middle. Cooper with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep swinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Prescott yet again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Here go 46. Here go 46. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Here go 46. Here go 46. Hey, Sweat. 26.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little 360. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A very solid gain of 27. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. First down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. To throw is Prescott. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47, 47. Gun. 47. 26.
Prescott to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
It's coming now. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48.
Here's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone, as time has run out on this ball game.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself, you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm